All right. So we're going to listen to a band that I have grown to love over a long period of time. First time I ever heard Dance Gavin Dance, I hated them. Hated. Absolutely abhorred. I thought they were terrible. But I think that was back when Johnny Craig was in it as well, though. So I was not a big fan. I thought it just didn't flow. It sounded odd. Vocals didn't match. The song that actually got me into Dance Gavin Dance was Count Basie, however you want to pronounce it. Basie. But that song, I was like, this this grooves. And I definitely enjoyed it. So I listened to a little bit more and I found songs that I liked a lot. And as they have continued to grow, I have continued to enjoy the songs they've been putting out. Um, Again, I don't care for band controversy, but just as a statement for a recent update in the band members lineup, they had a member pass away, and the vocals have been taken over by Andrew Wells, who does a lot of different bands. He does all kinds of different bands. And, we still have John Mess that does the screaming. And the main vocalist, who was Tillian, has left the band for now. Whether he will return, that is to be determined, but he does his own solo projects. I do like listening to those as well. They are not within the same genre as some of the music that I listen to, but Tillian on his own, I love his voice. So this is an accumulation of the new changes, and I would love to see how it's going to play out because I never know what I'm going to get with Dance Gavin Dance at all. It could be great, it could be crazy, it could be absolutely a fucking mess. And the last two songs that they have released, I have thoroughly enjoyed. They did it as a combined music video, which was even better. But along the lines of what this band is, I know that this video is going to be very interesting. And I feel like whatever expectation I had or have is going to be completely wrong. So I don't know what to expect. I'm just hoping that it's good. And we're going to go from there. This is my first listen. It is called Midnight at McGuffy's.
Yeah, Mom. No, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm good. Seriously. I know. I know. I know.
I just know it's going to be something
You know, Mom,
ridiculous. It always is.
I gotta go. I love
We've met each other, haven't we?
you. Yeah. I don't think so. Where is it you think we met before?
At McGuffy's. Don't you remember?
No. No, I don't. Are you sure?
Of course. As a matter of fact, we're there right now.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. stop for a second. Okay. So I hate stopping songs in the middle. I think it's absolutely disrespectful to the band, especially when it's a first listen. On that note, yeah, so far it's definitely Dance Gavin Dance. Um, this is a fever dream, as is most of their videos, but I love that there is similar style guitar playing as some of their other songs, which is something that is unique to them. It is a specific subgenre called swancore, if that's what you are wondering, if you do not know that. And there are bands that are similar in style, but don't quite hit those nice, I don't want to say harmonies, but the nice, just the way that the guitar sings in the background, and it has its own distinct sound. But on top of that, I love the contrast. So that is the biggest thing in this band, the contrast between the clean vocals, which are always, even with Tillian, they were significantly different, but they were still beautiful. But I think Andrew has definitely been able to take over a role that may not have been able to be taken over. Um, because Tillian has a very distinct voice that is unique and it really fits to this band. But Andrew has taken that and used his vocal capabilities to make this sound wonderful. He has another band that's called Idola, Eidola. And if you have not heard them, I would suggest so. So it's not the same style as this. It's actually more rhythmic. There's not as much chaos to it. But his voice is so well suiting and it is, oh, it's like heaven. But this beautiful creature here is John Mess. And yes, that is his name. He is a mess. And just like as I'm watching this, every time he joins, lyrically, his lyrics are always absolutely absurd. And I feel like this man is the embodiment of what ADD would be like if it was full force and never treated. So I'm going to continue the song, but so far it's a fever dream, but I like it.
Guess we'll take you to the buffet. See a scary movie. Scream through. It's midnight at McGuffy's. I think I'm 30 something. My tongue is mostly bluffing. I said we're taking nothing. All this taking stocks on glaze. We're taking in a race. Have you heard of microdose and ayahuasca?
That sounds nice.
Don't get me started, I'll go right now.
That client review was
All right. So, that being said, I really like the way that the song ended. Like I know it's not that like interesting maybe to other people, but just the way that it like fades out and it really gives you Like just in that background, having that going off over and over really gives you this like really weird, trippy sense of self. Especially having it in the headphones, because the way that it sounds, it's not just like one, two, three, four. It's like one, two, three, four. So it really plays with your perception. And I like that. I feel like, having that intentionally was definitely interesting and it goes along with the characteristics of the band. I love the voice that's coming from Andrew. Like it's just, it's he's given it a very good, like this sounds like him. Like that just it sounds pretty. Like it just sounds really good and then it builds up into, John going into screaming and it flows very, very nicely. Cuz he still sings screaming. And then of course, always when they go into their like him going crazy, the guitar just has that like nice singing to me sound. It just always I love just the distinct style because is there a chorus? I mean, kinda, but it's not predictable in any way. Like you can't first listen to the song and be like, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be verse, chorus, breakdown, chorus, and that's it. It's I don't know what's happening. This feels like a fever dream, but I like it. Like just over. And I guarantee you, just from listening to this, lyrically, this segment is probably absurd. I mean, there are so many absurd lyrics. This is one of those bands where you don't have to think about the metaphors or have to think about what the meaning behind the song is. I mean, are there metaphors? Yes. Could you look deeper? Absolutely. Is it required? No. There's not always a story. Sometimes it's just absolute chaos, and that's what makes this band so fun. And that's also partially what made me dislike them in the beginning was because it sounded like a chaotic mess. And as they have progressed as a band, they're still chaotic, but it has developed to the point where the chaos makes sense rhythmically. So this whole song is crazy. but but it flows well enough together that it's not obnoxious. Like the nice breakup and then just adding a little transition period to get to the next point. Like going from that segment of just, kind of like a weird serene into just yelling. I mean, it doesn't sound wrong. It sounds like it was meant to be built there. And I don't know how they write their songs or what compels them to write them in this way, but it just sounds phenomenal to me. Like I genuinely enjoy this band and I continue to enjoy them more as they progress. Um I do miss Tillian. I miss his voice, and I think that when Tillian and Andrew were playing off each other vocally, because Tillian hits the higher notes, Andrew is kind of like a wide vocal range, and the combination between the two was phenomenal. But the way that Andrew has stepped into the position of being the front man is, it has given me hope that this band will continue in the direction that they are, because they've had, I think this is their fourth vocalist. So the band has withstood as a whole, and the vocalist may bring the band together, but it's the band as a whole instrumentally that creates the sound that is unique to this style of music. So, first listen, I love it. I mean, I'm so ready for this. And they have a concert coming up in June, so I'm hoping that I'm going. It depends on work, we'll see. But my intention is to go. And if they play this song, I will be very happy. Will it be chaotic? Of course, but that's why I enjoy the band. This is a separate type of chaos. So it's not the heavy type of chaos like some of the bands that I like to listen to, but it is proper chaos. So yeah, that's Dance Gavin Dance. If you have not heard of them, I would suggest Count Basie or Basie, however you want to pronounce it. Um, what is the other one? There's another song that has midnight. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm like super bad with remembering things, so that's your that's your little tidbit of me. I have here's and theirs, but my brain is a little. It's Midnight Crusade, I think. Yeah, it's Midnight Crusade. That is another good one. Um, Anything to do with strawberry in the title is a good one. The Hair song is humorous if you like that one. They have just so many different songs, and every single one is different. So there's bound to be one that you'll like. Other than that, I have things to do today, and I hope you have a great day. So, bye.